Here to demonstrate the differences between a traditional hollow-bodied Egyptian hookah and a Mia Saray solid core stem. Biggest problem with the traditional hookahs are the weak points. And the weak points of any traditional hookah is going to be any place where there's a weld. So where the hookah port, the hose port is added, is going to be a weak point. Where the purge valve is going to be a weak point, and any place along the body, along the stem where there's welding, is going to be a weak point. So from constant use of pushing a hose in and pushing a hose out, and picking a hose in and taking a hose out, you're eventually going to get a crack somewhere along here. And after enough time of messing with your purge valve, you're going to get a crack here. And there's no really good way to repair a cracked hookah. JB weld sometimes, but it looks ugly. So pretty much if you've cracked your hookah stem and it starts leaking air, you're pretty much done with that hookah. Mia Saray, on the other hand, all of the hose ports and purge valves are all screwed in. So there's nothing to break. They screw in, they're easy to clean, they screw back out again. And since they're screwed in and shorter, they're also much more durable. You never have to worry about actually breaking one of these things off in normal use. The other difference between a Mia Saray hookah and a traditional Egyptian is the thickness of the downstem. It doesn't take a whole lot to bend a hollow tube like this, whereas with a Mia Saray, much more durable. And just to show a little more on the durability side, and it broke right on the weld and dented. Mia Saray, a little denting. I wouldn't go hitting them with hammers, but you get the idea. It's still usable.
Go.
So, what makes a Mia Saray, the regular line stem, so tough? Unlike these, which are a spun stainless steel, these have an actual brass core. It's cast as a single piece, and then the screws are tapped into it. More expensive, more traditional hookahs like the Kelly will also, some of them, will have a brass core. But again, the usual one is just a cheaper spun aluminum. So, the solid brass core on the inside is what makes them so tough. And should you happen to do something that might break this, if you drop it off a great distance, or you can always unscrew it and screw another one back in. And you can get replacements easily from miahookah.com, as well as extra hose ports from miahookah.com. So that's why, for the money and for the durability, you really just can't go wrong with a traditional Mia hookah.